Hello Virgo, welcome back and Happy New Year. This is your monthly reading for January 2026. This is for Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign, sidereal or tropical, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your January messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, Virgo, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Virgo, also, if you're interested in learning tarot, you can head over to Alkemystica, where we share esoteric knowledge and courses on learning tarot. Those links are below. Virgo, so we are going to have a look and see what messages come through for you. Then we'll have a look at your money and finances, love and relationships, health, obstacles, blocks with challenges, and overall message for January 2026. Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look at these messages. Virgo, I feel there is a possible decision that you may need to make. I feel there's some highlight on a partnerships, a relationship, possibly a contract, a union of sorts. And you're in this decision-making stage. You're at a crossroads essentially, and you're deciding between one path or the other regarding whatever this partnership is. Virgo, for some of you, this is going to be a romantic partnership. This could be a new relationship. This could be a new love interest. For some of you, this could be work related. This could be a job contract that you're having to decide something about. For some of you, this could be a business partnership, some kind of union. And you're at this decision-making crossroads. And part of this decision, Virgo, there's something which you may be waiting on or moving on from something. Quite possibly, Virgo, for some of you, I'm seeing this crossroads could have to do with an agreement or a relationship or a union of sorts that you may be waiting to move on from. Because again, there's a decision. You have two paths in front of you. Do you stay or do you go? Do you continue down the current path, or do you move towards a different path? And I feel you're in this planning stage. You're figuring out what to do next. You're in this waiting stage, this planning stage. And I feel some of your energy is towards wanting to move on from something. Virgo, for some of you, I'm picking up something with feeling appreciated or being recognized. I feel for those of you that are in relationships, this could be a situation in which you may not feel valued or may not feel appreciated in your current relationship, if this has to do with a romantic relationship. Because I feel what you may be seeking is some kind of recognition or some kind of attention, Virgo. Some of you may be waiting for that attention from your partner. For those of you that are in work situations, job situations, some of you may be waiting for some kind of recognition to come in from the place that you work, to feel appreciated, to feel valued. And so some of you may be seeking some kind of recognition, seeking some kind of appreciation within some kind of partnership or some kind of union. Virgo, again, for some of you, there's some decision that may need to be made regarding some agreement with somebody. And for those of you that are in relationships, Virgo, you may have to decide how you can be on the same page with your partner. There may need to be some decision that's made on how you can move together with your partner towards something that you're on the same page with. Also, Virgo, for some of you, I'm picking up there could be procrastination in moving forward with something. There could be some procrastination from wanting to leave a situation behind that may have been challenging or that may be challenging. Because, Virgo, there is something that may be difficult or may have been difficult that you may need to move on from in January. And I'm also picking up for some of you, Virgo, if this has to do specifically with a romantic relationship, this could be leaving the past behind, leaving someone behind that may not be mature enough for a relationship. And so you may be tossing this idea back and forth and waiting to make some decision, again, on moving forward or staying where you're at. But some of you may be in this position of this decision fatigue, trying to make some choice to move on to something better, to move on and leave behind some kind of bad relationship or some unhealthy aspect of a relationship, Virgo. Money and finances. Okay, money and finances. Virgo, definitely something here with investments, something that you're investing time into, you're investing money into. This could be financial investments. This could be long-term investments. This is something that has to do with putting money to the side for the future. And so this could be something that you're waiting for whatever this is to pay off. So this could be, for example, dividends. You may be waiting for dividends to pay off, or you may be waiting for some kind of real estate to pay off. Something that you've invested in, that you've put money to the side. This could be interest on a savings account, for example, but there's something that you've put money into that you're waiting for some kind of returns, or you're waiting for some kind of appreciation on those accounts or on those investments. And Virgo, remember, this is going to be something long-term. So if you are currently thinking of investing, remember it's going to be something long-term. And so putting your money into something, it's going to take a while for that result to come back to you. And so patience is going to be needed with money, with investments in January. Love and relationships. Okay. We have the clarity now that is needed. Virgo, definitely some of you are dealing with a loss here in a relationship. Coming back here are Two of Cups. There's some partnership. There's some agreement. There's some union between you and somebody else that may be of a loss. You may be experiencing a loss in January. And again, coming back here in this decision fatigue, this could be the decision you may need to make to move on from this relationship, to take your losses and move towards something better. Virgo, because I do see something positive happening, especially if you're in a situation where you're seeking some kind of appreciation. You're wanting to be appreciated, wanting to be recognized in a relationship, in a partnership, and you may not feel fulfilled in that partnership. You may not feel like you're being appreciated. This could be a reason for you to want to look down another path and want to move on towards something that is going to be an improvement in your life. So in love and relationships, I see that there could be some kind of grief here. There could be a loss in relationships, but I also feel that there's something positive that could come out of this, Virgo, because moving on from whatever this is, there is the possibility here that you're going to be victorious here. And this is not only going to bring you a sense of satisfaction, a sense of victory, but it's also going to clear your head. Because I feel you'll move out of this decision fatigue and you'll move towards clarity once you've let go of whatever this relationship is, whatever this partnership is, whatever this possible agreement. Again, for some of you that aren't dealing with relationships, this could be a work contract. This could be something at work. But there's something that you're moving on from. This could be a difficult situation that you're moving on from. And especially dealing with some kind of loss here. Remember, you still have something positive that's happening to you. And moving out of whatever this relationship is, especially if you may be dealing with somebody that may not be mature enough for a relationship, Virgo. They may need to grow in this relationship. They may need to grow some more in general prior to being ready for a relationship. Whatever this is, moving on from this is going to bring you some clarity and give you a sense of purpose again. So relationships definitely could be challenging in January for you. But I feel moving on from especially difficult relationships is going to bring some kind of clarity and a sense of victory overall. Health. Very nice, Virgo. Health, it's going to be very important to stay balanced in January. Staying balanced, mind, body, spirit is going to be very important. I also feel health-wise, there's going to be a certain level of strength available to you. Keep things in moderation. Keep things balanced. Stay clear on what it is that you want and focus on the more positive aspects. Virgo, focus on what you can do versus what you can't do. For those of you that are dealing with health issues, that are possibly under the weather or have something going on health-wise, whether this is mental, emotional, or physical, do the things that you can do in the month of January. Try to avoid stressing yourself or exerting yourself too much. Keep things in moderation. Virgo. Obstacle, block, or challenge. Oh, challenge, patience, Virgo. And coming back here again, be patient with yourself. Take things in moderation. Temperance is saying health-wise, mental, emotional, physical, take things in moderation. The challenge is patience, having patience overall in January. Again, you may be in this decision fatigue and some kind of crossroads, having to make some kind of decision, especially dealing with relationships, moving on to something that is going to help you think clearer, moving on to something, getting rid of something negative and moving on towards the positive. And even coming back here, our 5 of Cups, you may be dealing with loss, you may be dealing with sadness or grief or even some kind of depression in January, especially when it comes to love and relationships, Virgo. But there are always two sides to the coin. So whatever losses you've incurred on one side, you'll gain on the other side. There's always going to be this duality. So there's always going to be something good and something bad, and they go hand in hand. And so focus on the positive, focus on the good things that are coming out of whatever this situation is that you may decide to leave behind in January. Focus on what good things are going to happen. What are the positive aspects of this of what this is going to be? And remember to have patience overall. Patience with yourself above all else. Overall message. Oh, very nice, Virgo. Find joy in the little things. So overall in January, try to find some kind of happiness even in the little things. Coming back here to our 5 of Cups, it could be emotionally heavy, especially if you're moving on from a relationship, possibly a toxic relationship, a bad relationship, a past relationship, whatever this is, whether this is a romantic relationship, or whether this is a friendship, or whether this is a job that you may be moving on from. You may be leaving behind a contract, for example. But whatever this union is, whatever this agreement is, and you're moving on from this could be emotionally heavy for you. There could be some weight on your heart in the month of January. And instead of focusing on that heaviness in your heart, try to find some kind of joy, try to find some kind of happiness in the little things around you. Again, be patient with yourself above all else, and try to find moderation in everything that you're doing in January 2026, Virgo. So those are your messages for this month. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.